ఫోన్ ఇచ్చి మీటింగ్లో ఉన్నారు. అదేంటి ఇంకా మీటింగ్ చూడండి ఒకసారి. చెప్పట్లేదు.
Good morning, Chairman sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, now it's all right. I am able to hear you.
Right, sir. We have the quorum, sir. So, with your permission, can we please start the meeting? It's 11 a.m. Chairman sir, shall we start the meeting, please?
You can start.
CIL Securities, am I audible? Is anyone there from CIL?
Yes, we are here.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. I hope the recording is on. Yeah,
The recording is on.
Okay, thanks. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I extend a sincere and warm welcome to all the members, the Board of Directors, to the first extraordinary general meeting of financial year 22-23 of Jeevan Scientific Technology Limited, being held now, that is 25th April 2022 at 11 a.m. through video conference, and appreciate your interest in being with us today. Present with us are SSR Koteshwar Rao sir, Chairman and Independent Director, K. Krishna Kishore sir, Vice Chairman and Managing Director, Snigdha ma'am, Executive Director and CEO, Y. Nageshwar Rao sir, Executive Director, K. Jeevan Krishna sir, Proposed Executive Director, B. Suryaprakash Rao sir, Independent Additional Directors. We are hoping the other directors will join us soon. This EGM is being conducted for appointment of Dr. G.V. Subbarao and Mr. B. Suryaprakash Rao as independent directors and Mr. K. Jeevan Krishna as executive director. In view of the prevailing situation across the globe on account of the pandemic, the EGM is being held through video conference or other audiovisual means mode. Before we commence the proceedings, I would like to take you through certain points regarding participation at this meeting. The facility of joining the EGM through video conference or other audiovisual means is being made available for members on first-come, first-served basis. To avoid any background noise and to ensure smooth conduct of the meeting, all the members who have joined this meeting will be placed on mute mode by the host. Once the question and answer session starts, the names of the shareholders who have registered as speaker shareholders will be announced and they will be unmuted by the host. The speaker shareholders are advised to put video on while speaking. If speaker shareholders fail to speak using video mode, he or she may speak using audio mode with earphones on. If there is any connectivity problem at speaker's end, we would ask the next speaker to come in. We would like to request shareholders to kindly restrict their interaction to 3 to 4 minutes. During the proceedings of EGM, if a member faces any issue, he may contact the helpline number mentioned in the notice of the EGM. The company has taken requisite steps to allow members to cast their votes on resolutions being considered at this EGM. Since there is no physical attendance of members, the appointment of proxy is not applicable. The members attending this meeting and who have not voted so far can cast their vote now at the end of this EGM through remote e-voting using CDSL e-voting website. A 15 minutes window after conclusion of this EGM will be allowed for the members to cast their vote. We also declare that the requisite quorum for the meeting is present and hereby request the chairman, Koteshwar Rao sir, to kindly address the shareholders before we put the resolutions to vote. Over to you, Chairman sir.
Is it audible to you?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Please go ahead.
Okay. Good morning, shareholders. It's indeed a pleasure to be in your presence today. Before we start the proceedings of the meeting, I would like to take this opportunity to appreciate the shareholders for taking time out from their busy schedule to attend this meeting. You are aware that we are having an extraordinary and the general body meeting today to consider 3 resolutions. The first resolution is for the appointment of Mr. Jeevan Krishna Kuchipudi as an executive director of the company. Mr. Jeevan is serving on the board of directors as a non-executive director so far, whose appointment as executive director was approved by the board at the meeting held on 14 February 2022, pursuant to recommendation of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee. Mr. Jeevan is a passionate leader and an enthusiastic honors business graduate with a diverse global experience, exceptionally in IT, operations, and finance. He pursued undergraduate program for engineering in computer science from VNR Vigyan Jyoti Institute of Engineering and Technology and Masters in Business Administration (MBA) in finance from San Diego State University, USA. The second resolution is regarding the appointment of Dr. G.V. Subbarao as an independent director of the company. Dr. Subbarao was appointed as an additional director by the board at its meeting held on 25th March 2022, pursuant to recommendation of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee. Dr. Subbarao, founder director of Spansules Pharma Corporation, a technocrat with 3 decades of techno-commercial experience in various leading pharmaceutical companies in India and abroad. The final and last resolution is regarding the appointment of Mr. Surya Prakash Rao as an independent director of the company. Surya Prakash Rao was appointed as an additional director by the board at its meeting held on 25th March 2022, pursuant to the recommendation of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee. Mr. B. Surya Prakash Rao is a chartered accountant by profession and a partner in Messrs. Pundari Kausham and Associates. He has over 24 years of experience in audit, accounts, finance, banking, etc. In light of the merits of the proposed appointees, I humbly request the shareholders to kindly exercise their vote. I now request the company secretary to conduct the further proceedings.
Thank you, sir. As already mentioned by the chairman, sir, we have 3 proposed resolutions in the notice of EGM. Appointment of Mr. Jeevan Krishna Kuchipudi as an executive director of the company is proposed as ordinary resolution. Appointment of Dr. G. Venkat Subbarao and Mr. B. Surya Prakash Rao as independent directors of the company are proposed as special resolutions. Since the notice of EGM, along with required details, was already circulated to the shareholders, we will consider it as read. Any queries on the said resolutions by the shareholders will be addressed in the Q&A session. The resolutions have already been put to vote through remote e-voting and through e-voting during this EGM. We will now take questions from the speaker shareholders. Request the shareholders to speak when their name is called out. The shareholders who have registered to speak may kindly prepare themselves. The first one being Mr. Praful Chawda. CIL, do we have Mr. Praful Chawda with us?
No, he's not present.
Okay, moving on to the next speaker, Mr. Kamal Kishore Jhawar. Do we have Mr. Jhawar with us?
Yes. Mr. Kamal, you may please speak.
Chukul ji screen mein.
Mr. Kamal, you please unmute yourself and speak.
9491858.
Okay, we'll move on to the next speaker and then we'll come back to Mr. Jhawar shortly. Do we have Mr. Suresh Chand Jain with us?
Not present.
Not present? Okay. Next one is Mr. Reddappa Gundluru. Do we have Mr. Gundluru with us?
No, madam.
Okay. Mr. Kamal Kishore Jhawar, looks like you're the only speaker shareholders who's attending this meeting. So you may kindly go ahead and ask your query or you may interact with the management. So please unmute yourself and talk.
He has left the meeting, I believe.
Okay, okay. We'll continue. In case he joins back, then we'll take a call. Moving forward, if due to any reasons the shareholders were unable to register to speak at this EGM and still have queries, they may kindly write to the company at info@jeevanscientific.com and we will ensure that your queries are addressed. I want to thank all the shareholders for taking the initiative for joining this meeting and also working with us patiently to conduct this meeting. I thank all our directors for their time and participation in the meeting. The scrutinizers will now conduct the e-voting procedure. The e-voting window will remain open for next 15 minutes to enable the members to cast their vote through remote e-voting in case they haven't voted so far. The results would be announced before tomorrow, that is 26 April 2022, and the same would be intimated to stock exchange and uploaded on website of the company. With this, we conclude the extraordinary general meeting. Thank you all the shareholders and directors. Thank you so much.
Mohammed Abdul Naeem has raised his hand. Should I allow him to speak?
Yes, please.
Mohammed Abdul, you can speak.
Is nobody speaking? None of the shareholders are available?
The registered speakers are not there, sir. There is one shareholder who's raised the hand, but he's also logged out. So anyways, CIL anyways, we've announced that they can write to the company, right? We'll conclude the AGM. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm now ending the meeting.
Yes, please. Thank you.